So, did you carry any guilt over, or do you carry any guilt over from when you're a prosecutor about any specific cases that you won? Uh,
I love that question. Yes. So right now in Philadelphia, there's a lot of, we have a very progressive DA here named Larry Krasner, and he's uncovering a lot of corruption that occurred in that office when I was there in the 80s and 90s. There were a lot of detectives who were coercing and beating people to make them give false confessions. It's all being uncovered right now, and he's giving access to his homicide and DA files. So I'm learning that back then, when I was a DA, it wasn't so cut and dry, and we were all about getting convictions and winning, and it wasn't always being on the right side and doing the right thing and and having justice, because I've met a lot of clients and others who were wrongfully convicted, wrongfully prosecuted, and exonerated and released, and finding out what happened to them back then. And it disturbs me. And I was young and I didn't know that I could have been maybe on one of those cases not knowing it. So it was very eye-opening to me.
so you launched Jubilee Law in 2013 as a solo practice. What did the first year look like financially and emotionally?
That's a great question. It was so hard. I started with 0 clients. I started out getting what's called court appointments in criminal cases where when the public defenders had conflicts, they needed private attorneys to step up, and the court paid me, the counties paid me. It wasn't a lot, but it got me on my feet and meeting clients and getting a good reputation to network and get more clients. And but it was really hard, and I also making choices on which cases to take and maybe what to say yes to or what to say no to. Often also undercharging and not knowing my worth and what I could do. And so I feel so much more comfortable where I am now. Word of mouth, lots of clients, and networking from them knowing me and telling other people about me. And it's a growing process. And I love where I am now, and I put a lot of hard work into it, and it feels very rewarding.
So you represented Tyree Rivers. I know you recognize that name. So who got life without parole at 18 for snatching a purse. Doesn't sound real. Even the judge called him a thief rather than a killer. How does that case sit with you?
Well, I would love to talk about that. That case sits very badly with me. It's unjust. What happened in his case is that, yes, he was a teenager. He was accused and convicted of robbing an elderly woman, taking her purse. That victim ended up breaking a bone. I forget what it was. Was it her neck or shoulder or something? Having surgery, getting pneumonia, and passing away. And Pennsylvania has this present felony murder law where if you commit a felony and someone dies, even if you wasn't your fault, you weren't the shooter, you weren't the killer, it wasn't your intent to kill, you get a life sentence. The Supreme Court of Pennsylvania just ruled it unconstitutional, meaning that all the 1,000 plus men and women who are incarcerated for life for felony murder will have a chance, hopefully, to get to the courts and have their sentences reduced. And Tyree Rivers is a perfect example of why that law is unjust. He has been in for decades, and he is doing so well, and he does not deserve to be imprisoned anymore. And I believe he's in his 40s now. Done college graduate, model prisoner, no misconducts. He was inmate of the year for the Pennsylvania Prison Society a year or so ago. And I've been helping him and fighting for him for a number of years and hoping this new Supreme Court case will allow him to finally be freed.